Honestly, like what I can see happening is he gets one, and then they do this play again, and then they kill.
Well,
and
maybe
like,
he buys enough time for his team to catch up.
Well, I mean, like then T1 wins the fight because of the stopwatch.
He's trying to make up for it now as he's finally found Morgan alone. Morgan does not have his flash, and that will be in range. Let's take another look at this. Let's listen here if he says it. I'm gonna go for it.
It's a really nice sidestep down the W.
Got him.
This Baron pit owner. He does have free reign of getting into this pit as that shock blast was just massive. Owner thinks that it's his time to go, but the ultimate from Dread this time, he'll be able to lock it down as Zeus gets on in there. That is going to be Faker finding Ghost. Exactly the target that he needed to get his Nongshim desperately. Baron is not as fast. Anyway, okay, never mind. There's the flash in. Zeus going to be able to take down Showmaker. Doctor has to flash away, but he's not going to survive. It's a double kill. But this
could have been.
Monfleet going to dive forward. Owner, Wind becomes lightning as now Dudu fighting Zeus and losing. Just gets solo killed by the late game Jayce. Not something else.
You said earlier, if you don't kill the Gwen, that's a big problem. Like, the one time you actually do catch her and burst her down and she puts up the miss when you're already in there, you're just on the mid lane and almost eliminated the ability for Toby to farm.
Okay. Oh, the fade was so good from have been so much faster. More recently, Zeus could be in trouble here. Solarflare will get the slow onto the Jayce. He has no flash. He is likely to die, but he's going to get the boot back first, and Faker's going to come in. Doran's not even going to be able to secure the stealable for T1, and now they're looking for that desperation play. Hence, trying to make his way in, eats the grey health, but I think he'll still be biting the dust, and it will be a lockdown from Carrier to grab it, and now Owner's trying to take down Doran. They look to try and get out of the fight as the Moonfall is going to secure it onto Doran. Yes, they grab the jungler, but it's Zeus Faker who does eventually have to flash.
This is well worth it, though, to secure this Baron.
Peanut's going to get the kickback as the bait was so nice from T1. Chrono Shift comes down, and Doran, he's trying to run out of this one. Oh, man, that was thinking so many steps ahead. Doran not going to be snipping anyone from the death chamber. It is going to be a dead catfish as well.
Jonas Strong is highlighting the damage. The poke here is real.
The potential as Needlework comes in. Once again, the engage onto Zeus. Let's see whether they can actually get a kill here as Doran. Yeah, shock blast. Yeah, cool guys don't look at explosion. Zeus makes it
going over. It's T1 that's the favorable end of the trade. And it's not something to look at.
Keen gets
really much worth it, as unfortunately, especially without your passive available here, and that shock blast hitting.
For a huge flank around the back, the Rip Curl goes the way of Sandbox as Dove now going on in there. The flank not really working out, as the depth charge will be enough, and Zeus gets here on time, and that Tryndamere just not doing damage in the back line. Will be able to take out Faker's clone, but that is it, and that doesn't count.
Extremely proactive.
Big trade up on the top side. Here comes a bear and a cat as Zeus just avoids it, and the Ignite is going to tick down. It didn't quite come out the way I meant it to, but you know.
That's Croco looking for a possible counter play here.
That is, as meanwhile, Zion through in this game for the first time, as Croco over the wall is just going to get teamed down as Faker is looking to go hunting once again with this bloody leash in. As Dove going to get knocked back, flash onto Zeus, and that is going to be the end of Tryndamere as well.
That's otherwise very obvious why she wouldn't be as high priced.
She's taking a lot of damage. There's the Ignite. The Q lands, and Dove is dead. Lex not the flash.
First one is
stunned. Here we go. No level 6 for Dove. Is it enough? Down goes Croco. And Dove is not level 6 as this immediately turns on its head. And Dove says, well, I've got a prize for catching out that Baron. Unfortunately, for DRX, they just didn't have enough damage. Depth charge to come through here as Beryl looking to try and keep his 80 carry alive. Shadow Surge going to be avoided there by Def. And now Faker still looking to try and claim the life of the Aphelios, and Def wondering what the heck his options are, as he is going to be out of sidestep using the dead turret as Moonlight Vigil comes down, but he is still very, very dead. Gumayushi in the meantime going to come through and tidy that one up. Double kill. Excuse me, dies. He's dead. He's at less than half health. You know, he might still be. Yeah, we do have Scaria coming in, and now the paranoia. He's not even here. He's going in on Petty in the mid lane. 2 kills in the top side, but in the mid lane, Petty has the flash.
This is 80 carry, not the front line. Here we go. Zeus is like he's not a freight train, he's like a giant cannon, okay? As Epi is, wow, yep, that's the cannon.
Now you're on the wrong side of a team fight. Prince isn't getting value on the bottom.
Alright, decent counter gang timing here for Croco, but he's unable to actually find the Q flash. Croco's just going to die. Gamushi now under here. Gamushi gets taken down to half health. Croco going to be knocked up here though as Faker turns up. They get the circle across. A very comfortable pickup for Owner as now everyone's trying to get out. Closer desperately trying to spirit rush away, but he doesn't have enough charges. Dove now tagged by the very end of the piercing darkness. That riposte was alright. As the Abyssal dive after the flash carrier desperately wanting to get all of the kills. This time around, Zeus picks it up. That's a double. They might even get an ace. As carrier's just...
The retreat here is...
Oh dear. Ace in the hole is going to come in.
As we'll take another look here.
It's really just straightforward, right? Zeus finds his level 2 first, gets full damage, gets his Conqueror procs, and then Faker are there. Not gonna be too worried, and Kingen seems to have gotten the memo.
Yeah.
Was it ghosted his ultimate? I think he might be able to get out here.
He's gonna dodge one, dodge Salon actually. He's just playing Frogger at this moment in time, but not sure if he can get out. He's trying to trade onto Faker, gets decently close. And Zeus in there, and they are once again in the shooting gallery. Please turn this time out while I Esports. Will you turn? It's gonna be Varus who picks up the Baron as Faker's just going to delete the Rakan. The damage is huge from the side of Faker. Can he do it all alone? It's kind of Faker versus Zeka here. As the damage from Zeka, he's trying to get on top of Zeus, but he will go down to the GA. But unfortunately now he is all alone and will eventually get taken out. There's the team.
This is going to be a 2-stack Drakes, and it's Mountain Soul. Unlucky.
Uh-oh. Silly is just dead again. He has Blast, but he's just not going to use it. Zeus looks pretty angry. East Vital in. So that's going to be rough as the engage does come in on Taguma. They're trying to 100-0 him, and they will not be able to. A nice try by Sim. A desperate attempt as the Zeri is kiting back very nicely, but the damage, the wall, it's just a little bit too heavy as Zeus will smack him in the face with it. Yeah, they should know that it's Zeus too, but they have Delight coming on in, and the Wild Growth might be enough. And Note's going to go for the Polymorph as he doesn't have Wild Growth. The slow coming in onto Zeus will dodge the whip, and the Core Drinker value is massive as Zeus will not be taken out, and Owner and Carrier come in and punish as 2 kills. Peanut looking to draw in a lot of attention and potentially bait them into a fight. That was him on the forefront. Now the Wild Growth as they have so much damage though. T1 trying to turn this one around. Carrier maybe a little bit too far forward as Toby jumps into 3 people, and no, it was just an elaborate bait the whole time. As now Pace is on the backline. Jordan will get the kill, but Pace is all alone. They will have to flash over the wall here.
The Lulu through the minion wave is so crazy. We'll watch it in the replay in a moment as we're not done.
Oh, he doesn't have his... Okay, he's actually going to go in on to Owner here. That's a lot of damage with the ult as well. Owner just going to flash away. Q dodged by Young Jay's flash as the damage coming out from Zeus is a huge amount. Flash in, gets the last auto.
I found him. I found Dum-Dum.
If Dum-Dum has flash and doesn't die, I mean, it's hard.
Oh, Zeus is on the flank. He just dives on top of Barrel.
The top lane to the rest of the map to picking in the jungle are so much lower. He's going to try to make something happen.
Trying to get in onto Zeus. They have so much CC, and Zeus does not have flash. He should be going down. He's trying to trade it, though. That's where is the damage? They can't kill him.
There's no damage.
Drake, as Owner is looking for the potential steal, and it will go over to the side of Owner as there is the engage, but Delight is the one taking the majority of the damage. And now the Wombo combo does come in, but the damage is not quite there as Toby desperate to put in the damage. They do not take out Zeus. He lives as Pace and Toby, the 2 that are left alone. Into Carrion, as now looking for the engage. They know Delight does not have flash. They just turn onto the Leona and blow him up. Down he goes as so much for the tank in the Leona in this fight as the TP is behind them. As Pace trying to do damage on the front line. Guma in a very wonky spot. Flashes forward into Inferno, and it doesn't matter as that should be the end of this one. Very low.
AT are just not going to fall prey to T1 being like, get something cross map. They're just not going to let them have anything. BDD?
Yeah, he's going to be in a whole host of trouble. The Dawning Shadow is even going to help out, and is now going to find his entrance way, but AT have already lost 1. Seismic Shove is going to knock back the Renekton, and he could be the next little pickup here as they take down the turret. Perfect is going to be alive He's much less squishy than he was in game number 1. As another seismic shove, this time he is definitely dead. The encore, and Deft is able to help take down Owner. Gumiushi forwards immediately as Deft, the Seraphine is doing ridiculous work. He does not
trade anything back as Owner shows up. Owner has level 6 himself. This level 6.
How did he has 51 CS? He's just been power farming, and he hasn't done anything else this game. And guess what? It's a very similar first.
Through the minions and hit those auto attacks as Envy. They get punished.
Yeah, Envy going for the cleanse as another stun is going to land, and that is just easily collected by Zeus, who is quite fast on the Jayce. Now Paolo's like, wait, where is everybody? Why am I here alone? What happened? Where am I? He is dead. That's a double kill, which this time they have basically the whole team. 4 members, and Zeus just runs away. Flash comes in from Paolo, and now Baker's going to get a big engage. Does get hit away, but now has to come back. Very awkward for him, but he still has the flash, and now they're looking to turn it. As the MF ult is going to get some nice damage down, and really just taxi the rest of Bro away from this fight. As T1 still on the chase here. Zeus is gigantic. Really hit the shot blast. There it is. Goes on to the Jack. That's another question. That was a nice throw, actually. Big arena on 3 people. Guma is very much out of position, but so is Young Jay. He's just going to be taken down, and Guma just flashes away. Meanwhile, the rest of Bro is just on the run. As in comes Carrier, gets an engage on a 2, but the Braum is doing a good job on the disengage. Not going to help out Envy here, as he goes.
The root on the Chain of Corruption will catch. Owner wants to keep this 1v1 going. Scout now retreating. Scout now coming in. Stun goes in. The pullback nice from Scout, buying a bit more time. And now again the follow-up. The steadfast presence. And who is steadfast if not T1 in the face of elimination?
Does this happen every single game? Like free drinks? This early on is
Tarzan! That's your side of the rip. Zeus. Back away. Gala off to the side. He can root up 2. Follow-up auto's there. Roots. No, this buying a bit more time with the hostile takeover. They're now on each other. They're just killing each other. LNG, the fight instantly turned. Beautiful carry of a Scout. Can't get the damage. It is not enough.
on-hit Varus, Azir with Nashers, and a monster fat Jayce!
Zeus, full confidence play. There's no reason he needs to do that, but he does it anyway. Zeus puts Zika 6 feet under, and he's looking to seal the deal.
Same region. But T1, it doesn't look like the pressure's getting him whatsoever.
Feels like a victory march down the mid lane. Inhibitor knocked down. Again, T1 taking their time. Don't need to overcommit. They have the waves on their side. They have the soul on their side. The gold lead, every advantage they could want. No reason to risk anything. It is slow, it is steady, it is controlled, it is massive damage. Gala firing back to the Inferno Multi just to generate a little bit of space, but Scout getting chunked down. Don't even need a wave, just tearing through the tower as life bars shrink on the side of JDG, or LNG, excuse me. Hope dwindling. JDG on the minds of T1 looking ahead to the semifinals.
Zeus just isn't missing. It's ridiculous. It's like 20 shock blasts in a row that this guy has hit. He's monster fed. And he is just having them
Handshake back,
downloaded.
connected down to the wall. Zeus firing up with so much damage down. Go Zika. The pushback is massive.